Hi, my name is Alan from Hogdive and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the different Windows 11 accessibility options that are available to you right now. These are actually pretty helpful depending on the user. There are a lot of people who, are unable to do certain things physically or mentally. So accessibility options in Windows 11 are pretty helpful. So I'm gonna dive onto my computer and I'll show you exactly how to access each and every one. And I'll go and show you a little bit of examples and explain each one of them. So yeah, let me hop onto my computer. So right now we are on my computer, and as you can see, I am using a custom Windows OS. It's kind of new. If you want to learn more about it, you can check out my own YouTube channel, Alan Avila. Or actually, I also did some custom operating system over at Hawkdive. So make sure to check out our website, hawkdive.com, where we cover those amazing little things. Anyway, right now I'm using Ghost Spectre. Please don't mind that. And some UI might be a little different, but this is exactly how it will look like on your Windows 11 machine. So if you press the start menu, I know this doesn't look like the normal start menu. You just want to press the settings. It'll be there. It's the gear icon. I promise. Now I'm going to go and head over right here on the left side of things. It says accessibility. So once you go into the accessibility options, we got three segments. The vision, those who have vision impairments. We have hearing, those who needs visual or hearing aids. And then the interaction, those who have a hard time doing things physically. So let's go one by one. Some settings I might not specifically use because that will kind of mess up with my whole custom operating system, because this is actually disabled by default for me at least, because I don't use most of them. Um, but that is not normally the case. So this is pretty much accessible to everyone right from the get-go of installing Windows. So right here, I'm gonna go and head over to the text size on the vision. So of course, this is all about vision. Now I'm not gonna fiddle with this one, but you get the idea. You basically get this slider right here. You can put it up, you can put it down, and of course that will allow it to make the text size bigger or smaller. Get the idea? Nice. Let's move on to the next one. Visual effects. So actually on this one, I can show you, because I usually like to see the here, let me go back one page. Usually the scroll bar scroll bar is actually hidden when you're not into it. So I usually like to enable this. And of course, those people who have a hard time looking at certain things, such as the start menu, when it's not, transparent or whatnot, you can turn that on and off. And of course, the animation effects. Um, I usually turn that off because I want everything to be snappy, just as like that. If you have the animations on, some things would of course animate, and some people don't like that. That's cool. Move to the next one. Mouse, pointer, and touch. This one most people would probably go with, and here you can actually change your mouse pointer style. You have some installed, maybe on future articles. I will show you guys on how to exactly install some mouse pointers, but for now, we're gonna keep it on default. Of course, if I wanna use the black mouse cursor, I can just press on that. If I want the one that changes, press on that. If I want the one that's green or have my custom color in it, I can just do that one. Personally, I will just go and stay with white. And yeah, here you also have the touch indicator and some related settings if you want to go through those. But we're done with that. We're going to go to the next one. Text cursor. A lot of people are actually having a hard time currently of finding their text cursor indicators. So you can enable them. Right here, if you're typing, there's usually that text cursor indicator. You can turn this on and change the size of this. As you can see, it shows you a brief idea and sample of how it looks like. And you can change its colors. You can also change the text cursor thickness. I actually do like that. Maybe I'll make it to cool. I'll move on to the next one. Next would be the magnifier. Actually, this one is pretty useful. So the default use case of this would be the Windows and plus sign. Here. Actually, I think I have this disabled. Oh no, I am so sorry. But anyway, you just want to press Windows and then the plus key, and then it will zoom into your Windows machine. If you want to go back, you just press Windows and then the minus key on your keyboard, and that's cool. As you can see, there's also zoom increments by usual, 100%. But yeah, those are some cool things that you can do. Magnifier is literally magnifying your screen to a certain spot that you want to go to. Now, color filters. These one are for the people who are colorblind. Of course, you want to enable this one, toggle that on. Now, if you are weak on green colors, you want to turn on deuteranopia. If you are weak with red colors, you can turn on protanopia. If you are weak or you're into the blue and yellow usual field, you want to go and turn on tritanopia. Of course, I'm not a visual professional here. I'm just a guy who's doing tech videos, but basically this color filters alters the monitor color to like kind of accommodate those who are colorblind in certain spots. So yeah, you probably want to make sure which color ones you have to have on so that you can actually fulfill what your eyes can see depending on the colors that is present on the screen. You just want to turn that on, select a color, and you're good to go. Moving to the next one, contrast themes. This one I am not going to enable once again, but basically, if you turn any of these on, it's literally going to change the theme of your windows. If you go night sky, it'll look basically black and white with big contrast. Desert is the only light mode in this one. Thus, it's kind of really cool. It gives you the idea of how it will look like. But of course, it affects differently depending if you have custom themes on. And it also depends what you would like to use. So it's up to you. I would suggest you to test out the contrast themes available on the Windows. Anyway, going to the next one, narrator. This one, basically, if you turn it on, again, I have this disabled. I am so sorry. I am actually sorry because I recently just redid my Windows to use a custom ISO file. Again, we made a video about that on this YouTube channel, and I think also over at our article, octave.com. But anyway, that disables a lot of things, and if you turn them on, it kind of messes up with the OS. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna explain it to you anyway. Narrator. If you turn this on, if you highlight anything, such as if I scroll down here, it will be like, here's a voice. It will literally screen read what your mouse is into or hovering at or clicking at. It's literally gonna say it. Really cool, honestly. And yeah, but that is actually useful. Especially if your eyes are kind of hard hearing or hard seeing, you can just turn that on and you can literally hear where your mouse is going at. So that is really cool. I love Windows for that. They're allowing everybody to be able to use their computers with utmost accessibility. So moving over to the hearing section. Audio. If you can only hear at one ear, you should probably enable mono audio so that everything, even if you're gaming, if everything's happening on the right side of the screen or right side of your audio and you can't hear it, in mono audio, everything that is also happening on the right will also happen to the left and vice versa. That is cool, and I really love that feature. A lot of you would probably understand what mono audio is, but yeah, that's that. And moving to the next one, which is captions. Basically, the inverse of the what do you call that? The one for vision, the narrator. Basically, this one creates the captions. Turn this on. You're in a window. It'll have that little black bar on the bottom that shows you exactly the captions of what the people are saying, especially if you're hearing impaired. Is that the proper term for it? If you have a hard time hearing, if you have that enabled, then you can basically easily go and hear what is happening on the screen. Actually, the other way around. You can quickly see what the audio is saying. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Anyway, I'll move on to interaction. You guys got the idea of captions. YouTube. You watch YouTube, you probably watch with closed captions in it. It shows you that little subtitle. Anyway, moving on, the interaction. Most features, and again, accessibility, I am not able to show you guys because of what I've done with my computer. But on speech right here, if you turn the voice axis on and you also turn on this and you go voice typing, basically there would be a pop-up on the keyboard, or you can do a bind. And then let's say you're typing in Word, you can quickly say, right here, Windows and H. You can literally say, hello, my name is Alan. Go and subscribe to hawkdive.com. And then it's automatically going to type that. Same thing that is happening when you go into Siri and whatsoever. Good? Great. Moving to the next one. Keyboard. This one, there are some options here, but we're going to move on to the on-screen keyboard because that is where usually this thing is used. So the Windows Control and O, it'll go and pop up a on-screen keyboard. And then that on-screen keyboard, you will be able to, of course, click or tap. Depends if you're using a touchscreen. And that is pretty useful if you have a hard time using an actual keyboard such as this one. Cool. That is cool. I actually use that, especially when my keyboard is not working. But next here, we got some sticky keys, filter keys, toggle keys. For the toggle keys, it'll play a sound. For the filter keys, you can basically ignore the key or repeated keystrokes of the key if you don't want to do that. And then sticky keys, you will be able to stick on the function keys such as the Control, Shift, Caps Lock, Windows, and Alt by pressing them multiple times, and it'll stick with that. Good? Good. Next would be mouse. Here, actually very mostly by gamers, on gamers, they usually just turn this off. But basically mouse keys, you can use your keypad. I don't have a numpad with me on my keyboard because I'm using a TKL keyboard, but on the mouse, you can literally kind of, this scroll wheel right here, I press the up key on the num lock or the numpad, it'll go up. If I press the down, go down. And if I press 7, which is right about here, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, going this way for your screen, right there, then my mouse will go like this. Get it? Cool. Moving to the last one, eye control. So this one, not much people would have been able to use because it requires an eye control device, which is an eye tracker. And those are a little expensive, but this is so useful, not only for those who want to make content out of like the bubble, if you guys know that. Basically, eye control allows you to do so much. It allows you to control the mouse, the keyboard, and there are a lot of plugins for this one online and application that would allow you to utilize it. And it is just an amazing product, amazing thing, especially if you are not physically, like you cannot use your hands, you cannot use your voice. What else can you use? Your eyes. This basically scans your eyes. Look at it. And you'll be able to like control the mouse where you're going. If you want to tap, you probably would blink. And yeah, I guess that is it. I kind of went a little fast with everything because I am unable to show it one by one because of my custom ISO device. But hopefully you did understand every single one of these options right here. And you should probably get going and use them. But yeah, I guess this is where I'm going to end the video. It is raining really hard here, so I'm going to go. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share it with your friends. And of course, follow us over at hawkdive.com and our TikTok, YouTube Shorts, this YouTube account, of course, our Twitter, and yeah, even Instagram. I think we have that. Just search Hawkdive Blog or Hawkdive Media. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.